1986. The Challenger Shuttle Disaster. The Challenger Shuttle Disaster. Extraterrestrial intervention? The year 1986 was marked by the tragic Space Shuttle Challenger disaster, a devastating event that shook the world. Some conspiracy theorists put forward the idea of extraterrestrial intervention in this tragedy. This chapter explores these speculations and the potential reasons behind such intervention. The Challenger Shuttle Tragedy, a tragic day for space exploration. On January 28, 1986, the Space Shuttle Challenger suffered a catastrophic failure, disintegrating 73 seconds after liftoff. The event claimed the lives of all 7 crew members and had a significant impact on the U.S. space program. The incident prompted numerous investigations to determine the cause of the tragedy. Conspiracy theories. Alleged extraterrestrial intervention. Some conspiracy theorists have suggested that extraterrestrial intervention may have played a role in the Challenger disaster. They put forward the idea that entities from elsewhere might have interfered with the shuttle's flight, causing its destruction. The reasons behind such intervention, however, remain open to speculation. Possible reasons for extraterrestrial intervention. Preventing a threat? Speculation on the possible reasons for extraterrestrial intervention varies. Some speculate that extraterrestrials may have perceived an imminent threat from the shuttle flight and acted to prevent more serious consequences. However, this theory is based on unsubstantiated hypotheses and remains widely debated. Another perspective: technological accident and human error. From a more conventional point of view, the Challenger accident was attributed to a technical fault in the booster, exacerbated by cold weather conditions on launch day. Communication and decision-making errors also contributed to the tragedy. These explanations are supported by the results of official investigations. Conclusion: the Challenger shuttle disaster and lingering shadows. In conclusion, the 1986 Challenger disaster remains a major tragedy in space history. While official explanations point to technological and human failures, conspiracy theories suggesting extraterrestrial intervention persist, albeit without solid proof. This tragedy remains a dark page in space exploration, reminding us of the risks inherent in the quest for the unknown. The Challenger tragedy and rumors of extraterrestrial intervention, a persevering myth. The year 1986 remains marked by the Space Shuttle Challenger tragedy, a devastating event that left an indelible scar on the history of space exploration. Decades later, speculation persists that extraterrestrial intervention may have played a role in the tragedy. This chapter explores in detail these persistent rumors and the different perspectives that surround them. The Challenger failure, an unfortunate day for humanity. On January 28, 1986, the world watched in horror as the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded, resulting in the tragic loss of all 7 crew members, including teacher Christa McAuliffe. This failure marked a turning point in the history of space exploration and prompted profound reflection on the risks inherent in these missions. Conspiracy theories. Extraterrestrial intervention in the catastrophe? Over the years, conspiracy theories have emerged suggesting that extraterrestrial intervention may have been behind the Challenger disaster. Proponents of these theories put forward the idea that entities from elsewhere might have interfered, intentionally or unintentionally, causing the destruction of the shuttle. Such speculation is often based on a selective interpretation of events. Supposed reasons for extraterrestrial intervention: prevention or observation. Reasons put forward for extraterrestrial intervention in the Challenger tragedy vary. Some suggest that extraterrestrials might have perceived an imminent threat related to the mission and acted to prevent more serious consequences. Others believe it could have been simple observation, with aliens closely examining human activities in space. Critical perspectives: lack of tangible evidence and scientific validity. However, These conspiracy theories are widely criticized for their lack of tangible evidence and scientific validity. Official investigations have identified technical faults and human error as the main causes of the accident, ruling out any extraterrestrial intervention. Some believe that these rumors are more the product of imagination and speculation than objective analysis of the facts. Conclusion: the Challenger tragedy and lingering shadows. In conclusion, the Challenger tragedy of 1986 remains a dark moment in space history. Although theories of extraterrestrial intervention persist in the collective imagination, it is essential to examine them critically and to rely on the results of official investigations. This catastrophe remains a poignant reminder of the risks and challenges associated with the relentless quest for the final frontier. 1988 – Shutdown of the Buran Shuttle. The shutdown of the Buran Shuttle, militarization of space, and control from above. The year 1988 was marked by a significant event in space history: the termination of the Soviet Buran space shuttle program. This shutdown, which followed closely on the heels of the Space Shuttle Challenger tragedy, raises questions about the true motivations behind these shuttles, suggesting the possibility of the militarization of space and increased control from the skies. This chapter explores the circumstances surrounding the Buran shuttle shutdown and the speculations that have arisen from it. The Buran shuttle, an ambitious Soviet project. The Buran shuttle was the Soviet counterpart to the American Space Shuttle program. Launched in the 1970s, the aim of the project was to develop a reusable spacecraft capable of transporting crew and payloads to Earth orbit. However, despite significant advances, the Buran program was discontinued in 1988. Context of the stop: Challenger, economic pressures, and a new political era. The shutdown of the Buran shuttle in 1988 took place in a global context marked by the Challenger disaster, growing economic pressures, and major political changes, notably the end of the Cold War. These factors contributed to the decision to terminate the Buran program, which was seen as costly and politically less justifiable in the new global landscape. Speculation on the real reasons: militarization and space control. Speculation surrounding the shutdown of the Buran shuttle goes beyond official explanations. Some conspiracy theorists put forward the idea that these shuttles had secret military objectives. They suggest that the real intention was to militarize space and establish control from the skies, a prospect fueled by Cold War rivalry and the race for technological supremacy. Controlling space, a strategic and political issue. The idea of the militarization of space is closely linked to the perception of space as a strategic environment. Satellites and space vehicles offer crucial advantages in terms of communication, observation, and reconnaissance. Controlling space can guarantee a significant military advantage and strengthen national security. Conclusion: between economic realities and strategic speculation. In conclusion, the shutdown of the Buran shuttle in 1988 reflects a complex combination of economic realities, political changes, and strategic considerations. While official explanations focus on budgetary and pragmatic reasons, speculation persists as to a possible intention to militarize space. This period testifies to the complex challenges and stakes involved in space exploration in an ever-changing political and strategic context. The hidden reasons for the shutdown of the Buran shuttle, between geostrategy and economic realities. 1988 marked a turning point in space exploration with the abrupt end of the Soviet Buran space shuttle program. Official reasons cited economic constraints, but speculation persisted as to hidden motives, raising the possibility of the militarization of space and a new era of control from the skies. This chapter delves behind the scenes, exploring the layers surrounding this crucial decision. Buran, a Soviet space dream. Launched in the 1970s, the Buran program aimed to create a reusable space shuttle, comparable to the American shuttle program. Significant technological advances were made, but in 1988 the project was abruptly abandoned, leaving lingering questions about the real motivations behind this decision. Geopolitical context: end of the Cold War and new paradigms. The shutdown of the Buran shuttle coincides with the end of the Cold War, a tectonic shift in global dynamics. Growing economic pressure on the Soviet Union led to a reassessment of priorities, and space, once a terrain of rivalry, became a field of potential cooperation between former adversaries. Economic realities: an unsustainable financial burden. Official reasons cited insurmountable budgetary constraints. The high cost of the Buran program was becoming difficult to justify in a tense economic climate. National priorities were shifting to more urgent areas, and space travel was sacrificed on the altar of financial realities. Speculation on militarization: a Cold War legacy. Despite official explanations, conspiracy theories persist. Some suggest that the real reason for the Buran shuttle's downtime was linked to secret military ambitions. The idea of the militarization of space during the Cold War could have motivated strategic decisions, but without tangible proof, this remains in the realm of speculation. New paradigm: space cooperation and Pacific exploration. The end of the Buran program symbolizes a change in the way Russia, formerly the Soviet Union, approaches space exploration. International cooperation in projects such as the International Space Station, ISS, is taking over, indicating a shift from competition to collaboration in the conquest of space. Conclusion: between the legacy of the Cold War and new space perspectives. In conclusion, the shutdown of the Buran shuttle in 1988 reveals a complex intersection between economic realities, the end of the Cold War, and speculation about the possible militarization of space. While the economic reasons are documented, speculation about hidden motives testifies to the lingering shadows of the Cold War in space history. This crucial moment marked the beginning of a new era, in which global space cooperation emerged as an alternative to the star races of the previous era. 1990 Janet Airline Fleet Evolution. Janet Airlines fleet evolution in 1990. New planes, new mysteries. The year 1990 marks a turning point for Janet Airline, the mysterious airline operating to and from Area 51. This chapter explores the events surrounding Janet Airlines' fleet change from Boeing 737-100S to 737-200S. This seemingly innocuous transition raises questions about the motivations and enduring secrets of this exclusive airline. Janet Airline, the enigmatic link to Area 51. For decades, Janet Airline has fueled speculation and conspiracy theories due to its mysterious role in transporting workers to Area 51, the U.S. government's highly classified facility. Details of Janet Airlines' operations are carefully kept secret, adding to the fascination and mystique surrounding this airline. Fleet transition from 737 to 100 to 737 to 200. In 1990, Janet Airline made a significant decision to replace its older Boeing 737-100S with newer models, the 737-200S. This fleet upgrade might seem a logical choice in terms of performance and efficiency, but it raises questions about the motives behind the change, given the secretive nature of its operations. Hidden motivations: enhanced performance or specific needs. The exact reasons behind this fleet change remain hidden in the veil of secrecy surrounding Janet Airline. Some might argue that the 737-200S offered improved performance, increased capacity, or greater range, thus meeting the company's operational needs. However, others might speculate on specific requirements linked to confidential missions to Area 51. Enhanced role in secret operations? The transition to more modern aircraft could indicate a strengthening of Janet Airlines' role in covert operations. The 737-200s offer enhanced features that could be crucial for specific missions, such as advanced communications equipment or special flight capabilities needed to service a facility as unique as Area 51. The Janet mystery persists, an ephemeral glimpse. Despite this fleet evolution, Janet Airline continues to resist the release of information. Specific details about its missions, equipment, and passengers remain firmly guarded, creating a lingering aura of mystery that surrounds this singular airline. Conclusion: the continuity of the Janet Airline mystery. In conclusion, the change in Janet Airlines' fleet in 1990 underlines the continuity of the mystery surrounding this exclusive airline. As aircraft pass from one generation to the next, Janet Airlines' secrets persist, leaving curious observers in the dark, seeking to pierce the veil surrounding the mysteries of Area 51 and beyond. Janet Airlines' Boeing 737-200s towards new horizons or new mysteries. The year 1990 marks an intriguing chapter in the history of Janet Airline, the mysterious airline with close links to secret activities at Area 51. The replacement of Boeing 737-100s by the more modern 737-200s raises questions about the company's operational evolution and the mysteries still present in its operations. Janet Airline's enigmatic role. Janet Airline, often referred to in conspiracy and mystery circles, continues to raise questions because of its role in connection with classified facilities, principally Area 51. Its transport of workers and equipment to this highly secure area has aroused public curiosity, but details of its operations remain carefully concealed. Technological transition from 737 to 100 to 737 to 200. The switch of Janet Airlines' fleet from Boeing 737-100s to 737-200s in 1990 represented a significant technological transition. The 737-200s offer improvements in performance, load capacity, and range over their predecessors. This upgrade could be the result of specific operational needs or a desire to improve overall fleet efficiency. Enhanced performance or specific requirements. The 737-200s, designed with more powerful engines and increased payload capacities, could offer improved performance for transport missions to sensitive facilities such as Area 51. The question remains, was this transition motivated by a simple desire to improve efficiency, or were there specific requirements for confidential missions? Possible adaptations to secret needs. The secretive nature of Janet Airlines operations leaves plenty of room for speculation. The 737-200s may have been chosen because of specific features, such as advanced communication systems, enhanced survivability, or special flight characteristics needed to service a base as unique as Area 51. Strengthening Janet Airlines' role in the secret. The upgrade to 737-200s could also indicate a strengthening of Janet Airlines' role in covert operations. Improved performance could have been crucial in meeting more stringent operational requirements, reinforcing the company's place in transporting personnel and equipment for highly confidential missions. Conclusion: Janet Airlines Boeing 737-200s, a new step in the enigma. In conclusion, the transition to Boeing 737-200s in 1990 marks a new stage in the enigma that is Janet Airline. Technological improvements raise questions about the company's evolving operational needs, but the answers remain hidden behind the veil of secrecy that surrounds this mysterious airline. Janet Airlines' continuing mysteries underscore the elusive nature of its operations and continue to attract the interest of those seeking to understand the secrets of Area 51. 1990, the F-117 at Area 51. The F-117 at Area 51, between futuristic technologies and revealed mysteries. The year 1990 marks a crucial phase at Area 51, with the F-117 Nighthawk, the first stealth fighter, making its mark in the night skies. However, behind the veil of secrecy, speculation emerges as to the nature of these futuristic technologies and whether they are the result of retroactive engineering from Area 51. F-117 Nighthawk, the pioneer of stealth. The F-117 Nighthawk, also known as the stealth fighter, was unveiled to the public in 1990, marking a revolutionary advance in aircraft technology. Its stealth design redefined the capabilities of military aviation, enabling unobtrusive and effective operations. F-117 Futuristic Technologies, Reality or Reverse Engineering. Although the F-117 has been heralded as a natural advance in fighter aircraft design, speculation persists that its futuristic technologies go beyond the conventional norm. Some suggest that Area 51 played a crucial role in the development of the F-117, potentially using reverse-engineered technologies from extraterrestrial origins. Area 51, Cradle of Reverse Engineering. Area 51, long associated with secret activities and unconventional experiments, fuels conspiracy theories about the reverse engineering of unidentified flying objects, UFOs. Some claim that the F-117's advances, particularly its stealth, could result from the study and application of recovered extraterrestrial technologies. Drone RQ-180, new technology from Area 51. Beyond the F-117, Area 51 is also associated with more recent developments, such as the RQ-180 drone. This advanced drone, used for surveillance and reconnaissance, embodies the latest in stealth and cutting-edge technology. However, the question remains, are these advances purely the fruit of human innovation, or are they the result of the study of extraterrestrial artifacts? Between fact and myth, demystifying Area 51 technology. Untangling fact from fiction and the technological advances associated with Area 51 remains a challenge. Governments maintain secrecy on the specific details of ongoing projects, fueling mystery and speculation surrounding the origins of these technologies. Conclusion: the F-117 and the RQ-180 drone heirs to the mysteries of Area 51. In conclusion, the F-117 Nighthawk and the RQ-180 drone epitomize technological evolution at Area 51. While these advances are presented as the result of human ingenuity, speculation persists about the possibility of extraterrestrial influence. The mysteries of Area 51, though partially revealed, continue to spark the imagination and fuel conspiracy theories. RQ-180 at Area 51, when drones defy the frontiers of technology. The year 1990 introduced a new player into the technological theater of Area 51, the RQ-180, an advanced surveillance and reconnaissance drone. This chapter explores the role and mysteries surrounding this cutting-edge technology, while probing the blurred boundaries between human innovation and speculation about reverse engineering of extraterrestrial origins. RQ-180, the evolution of drones in Area 51. The RQ-180, successor to the RQ-170 Sentinel, embodies the constant evolution of drones used at Area 51. With enhanced surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities, it symbolizes the cutting edge of unmanned aerial technology, but also raises questions about the origins of its advances. Stealth and versatility, the distinctive features of the RQ-180. Key features of the RQ-180 include a stealthy design, extended range, and sophisticated intelligence-gathering capabilities. These attributes make it a central player in intelligence and surveillance operations, but they also fuel speculation about the possible integration of advanced technologies of unknown origin. Area 51, Reverse Engineering Laboratory. While the RQ-180 is presented as a product of human innovation, Area 51 remains the focus of speculation about the reverse engineering of extraterrestrial artifacts. Some suggest that the RQ-180's advances could be the result of the in-depth study of unidentified flying objects, adding a veil of mystery to the genesis of these technologies. Drones and extraterrestrial technologies, myth or reality? The coexistence of advanced technologies and speculation about extraterrestrial origins creates a perceptible tension. While governments maintain secrecy about operations at Area 51, questions persist as to whether advances, such as those at RQ-180, are purely human or stem from a deeper understanding of extraterrestrial artifacts. Unlocking the mysteries of Area 51, a permanent challenge. The truth behind the technological advances at Area 51 remains elusive. Advocates of transparency demand answers, while supporters of military secrecy argue that concealment is necessary for national security. This dichotomy creates a landscape where the truth is often obscured by the veil of secrecy. Conclusion: RQ-180 and the unalterable enigma of Area 51. In conclusion, the RQ-180 emerges as a symbol of the continuing advances in drone technology at Area 51. While the technology is presented as the fruit of human ingenuity, speculation about extraterrestrial influences persists, fueling the enduring enigma of Area 51. In this place of secrets and mysteries, the quest for understanding continues to defy the boundaries of knowledge. 1992, shutdown of the Buran shuttle. Buran shuttle shutdown, behind the scenes of the official story. 1992 marked a turning point in the Russian space program, with a sudden shutdown of the Buran space shuttle. Behind the official announcement lie complex issues and intriguing circumstances, highlighting the background to this historic decision. The birth of Buran, an ambitious project. The Buran shuttle, designed as the Soviet answer to the American space shuttle, was launched with impressive ambitions. With its first orbital flight in 1988, Buran briefly entered the Soviet Union into the international space race. Economic and political pressures, determining factors. Although the official announcement of Buran's shutdown in 1992 cited budgetary and economic constraints, informed observers point out that political and geopolitical pressures also played a role. The dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991 led to political and financial upheavals that inevitably affected national priorities. Redirecting resources, the legacy of the Soviet space program. The shutdown of Buran was followed by a redirection of resources towards other national priorities. However, the question remains as to whether this decision was motivated solely by financial considerations or whether more complex factors linked to the very nature of the shuttle's activities influenced the decision. Secrets and mysteries, speculation on Buran. The abrupt termination of space programs often provokes speculation. Some researchers speculate that there may be more secret circumstances surrounding the end of Buran. Theories suggest that elements linked to military research or secret missions could explain the sudden stop. Buran's enduring enigma, an unfinished space legacy. The Buran shutdown leaves behind an enduring enigma in Russian space history. Historians and space exploration enthusiasts continue to explore the ramifications of this decision, seeking to unravel the political, economic, and potentially secretive influences that led to the premature end of this ambitious project. Conclusion: the Buran stop, symbol of space complexities. In conclusion, The shutdown of the Buran shuttle in 1992 represents much more than a simple budgetary decision. It is a symbol of the political and economic complexities that mark the tumultuous transition from the Soviet Union to post-Soviet Russia. The mysteries surrounding Buran remain an invitation to explore the secret workings of space history. The mysterious backgrounds of the Buran stop. 1992 saw a significant event in Russian space history, with the abrupt termination of the Buran shuttle program. While official reasons cited budgetary constraints, this chapter explores the mysterious backgrounds that may have influenced this historic decision. Buran, the dreams and challenges of a Soviet shuttle. The Buran shuttle, born in the final years of the Soviet Union, represented the ambition to rival American successes in space exploration. Its inaugural flight in 1988 marked a milestone, but economic and political challenges began to weigh heavily on the program. The economic and political pressures of the post-Soviet period. The dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991 threw Russia into a period of political, economic, and social transition. Financial difficulties, combined with the need to redefine national priorities, put enormous pressure on the space budget. The Buran decision, inevitable or strategic? While Buran's official shutdown refers to economic difficulties, voices suggest that there may be more behind the decision. Some researchers speculate that Buran may have been involved in military space missions or secret projects that influenced its closure. Conspiracy theories. Buran's secrets. The annals of space history are often accompanied by conspiracy theories. Some claim that the Buran shutdown could be linked to secret missions, experimental technologies, or even extraterrestrial encounters that forced the Russian government to act with the utmost secrecy. Unfinished heritage. Buran and the mysteries of the cosmos. Whatever the reasons, the Buran shutdown leaves an unfinished legacy in Russian space exploration. Historians and enthusiasts are still trying to understand the circumstances surrounding this decision, underlining the fact that space history is often complex, littered with secrets and mysteries. Conclusion. Buran, an unsolved enigma. In conclusion, the shutdown of Buran in 1992 remains an unsolved enigma. Between economic constraints, political pressure, and speculation about secret activities, this decision symbolizes the challenges and mysteries that mark the history of Russian space exploration. Buran remains a shooting star in the cosmos of space mysteries. 1992, Hermes shuttle shutdown. Hermes shuttle shutdown, behind the scenes of the official story. 1992 also saw the abrupt end of another space dream, France's ambitious Hermes shuttle project. Behind the official announcement of the program's termination lie complex elements and intriguing circumstances, shedding light on the background to this historic decision. Hermes, the European Space Shuttle Project. Launched in the 1980s, Hermes was an ambitious initiative to provide Europe with its own space shuttle. Conceived as a collaborative project involving several European countries, Hermes represented the old continent's aspiration to play a significant role in space exploration. Economic pressures and political realignments. The shutdown of Hermes in 1992 was officially motivated by budgetary constraints and economic difficulties. However, observers also point to the impact of political changes within the European Union and strategic reorientations that contributed to this decision. A difficult decision: national priorities versus space ambitions. The end of the Hermes project has sparked debate about the balance between space ambitions and financial necessity. Supporters of the program deplore the loss of an autonomous European capability in space, while decision-makers are faced with difficult choices in a changing economic context. Secrets kept? The shadow zones of the Hermes stop. As with any abruptly terminated space program, questions remain as to possible undisclosed circumstances. Researchers wonder whether geopolitical considerations or security implications played a role in the premature end of Hermes. Long-term repercussions, loss of independence, or new opportunities. The termination of Hermes has had a major impact on Europe's ability to access space independently. Some see the decision as a loss of opportunity, while others believe it has opened the way to new collaborations and approaches in the European space field. Conclusion: Hermes, an unfinished chapter in European space history. In conclusion, the end of the Hermes shuttle in 1992 symbolizes the end of an unfinished chapter in European space history. Between aborted dreams of space collaboration and economic pressures, Hermes remains an example of the complex choices facing nations in the quest for space exploration. The mysteries of the Hermes shuttle shut down, 1992, an unfinished European odyssey. 1992 saw the end of a special shine in European skies with the abrupt shutdown of the Hermes shuttle. Behind the official reasons given for the shuttle's demise, budgetary constraints, of course, lie the obscure facets and complex intrigues that influenced this historic decision, and which continue to fuel speculation. Hermes, a European dream of space independence. Launched in the 1980s, Hermes embodied the dream of a spacefaring Europe with independent launch and exploration capabilities. It was an innovative project, an ambitious European cooperation aimed at putting the old continent on the map of space exploration. Economic and political pressures, a devastating cocktail. The official shutdown of the Hermes shuttle cited financial difficulties, but it is undeniable that political changes and realignments within the European Union also played a decisive role. Space ambitions collided with economic reality, creating a devastating cocktail for the Hermes program. Secrets kept and unresolved questions. The exact reasons behind Hermes' abrupt shutdown remain shrouded in mystery. Researchers are questioning whether any undisclosed circumstances, including national security or geopolitical considerations, may have influenced the decision. The gray areas give rise to speculation. The Hermes legacy between loss and rebirth. The end of Hermes has left a gap in European space aspirations. Some regret the loss of an autonomous capability, while others see it as an opportunity to rethink space collaboration at European level, paving the way for new projects and international partnerships. Reflections on the future, between challenges and opportunities. The Hermes shutdown raises broader questions about the future of space exploration in Europe. How can European nations work together to reach for the stars, while respecting economic and political realities? These reflections on the future are becoming crucial for Europe's space players. Conclusion: Hermes, a symbol of aspirations and complexities. In conclusion, the shutdown of the Hermes shuttle in 1992 remains an enigma surrounded by unfulfilled aspirations and political economic complexities. Hermes remains a symbol of interrupted dreams, a testament to the challenges faced by space projects, where science, politics, and finance intertwine in a complex and sometimes mysterious dance.